What's up, YouTube? It's Joel. Stimulus is on the way. We do have new legislation that's going to be providing a monthly $1,200 stimulus check to most Americans, which they are looking to tie to this huge $3.5 trillion reconciliation package. Lots of details that are coming with that. And now we have the leader of the House, Nancy Pelosi, who has said that she would do nothing till she sees the reconciliation bill tied to the bipartisan bill that just passed. We're talking about that huge $3.5 trillion package. And now Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, says that there is more than enough votes to prevent the bipartisan bill from passing if there isn't a reconciliation package. Now the reconciliation bill has the increase for Social Security, Medicare expansion, the expanded child tax credits, and yes, a forced stimulus check and so much more. So there's a line drawn in the sand that there has to be both, and Democrats aren't going to have one without the other. All while the Democrat senators and Republican senators are pushing to wrap up the bipartisan infrastructure bill this week. And now Pelosi is saying that Biden can't cancel federal student loans, but Chuck Schumer, the leader of the Senate, says he can. So who's right and what will happen? We have those details for you in just a moment. But this is your stimulus and economic news update, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. So for our next goal, we are trying to hit 55,000 subscribers on this channel. And when we do that, I'm going to do another huge giveaway of $500. And in order to qualify, all you have to do is these three things. Number one, click the like button for this video. Number two, subscribe or be subscribed to the channel. And number three, comment on this video on a topic that we talk about. But I really appreciate everyone's support, and that's why I'm doing this. I like to give back because I wouldn't be here without you all. But please, if anyone asks you for personal info or to contact them on WhatsApp, it is fake, so please don't do it. So we have new bold legislation that is coming to the House chambers at the same time that we're about to see a huge $1 trillion reconciliation package that can be passed with just the Democrats. They don't need any Republicans. So we have to wonder, is this coincidence? It is not. They've been waiting for this for the right time to bring this new legislation because now they have the opportunity for it to actually have a chance of passing. This program is called the Support Act. It would send $1,200 monthly stimulus checks to almost every adult American and $600 monthly stimulus checks to each child. This is coming from the House Representatives Cori Bush, Pramila Jayapal, Dwight Evans, Jamal Bowman, and Ilhan Omar. This would be sent out to adults that are making $75,000 per year or less, and to head of households making $112,500 per year or less. But also, it would be for undocumented people who file taxes with an ITIN number who would be eligible. The legislation would also establish a banking system through the Postal Service for unbanked, underbanked, and individuals experiencing housing instability to be able to receive these monthly checks. Now, Ilhan Omar said, "Poverty is a choice. For too long, we have prioritized endless growth while millions are homeless, hungry, or without health care. We as a nation have the ability to make sure everyone has their basic needs like food, housing, and health care met." In the U.S., a federal report from 2019 found that nearly 40% of Americans could not afford to cover a $400 surprise expense. Omar pointed out to the success of the millions of Americans who received 3 rounds of the stimulus checks during the pandemic. These payments were found to substantially reduce economic hardship, enabling people to buy food and pay bills and reduce anxiety and depression. So we can see this bill being tied to the huge $1 trillion reconciliation package. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. So things are getting even more hairier in Congress. Senate Democrats and Republicans have actually finalized the $1.2 trillion bipartisan text over the weekend. And now Chuck Schumer, the leader of the Senate, says that he would like to pass this bipartisan bill fully in a matter of days. Now, Kirsten Sinema said from the Senate floor with the other negotiators, "We are proud this evening to announce this legislation, and we look forward very much to working with our colleagues in a collaborative and open way over the coming days to work through the historic investment in infrastructure." This bill is big on the improvements to roads, bridges, waterways, high-speed internet for every American, clean drinking water for everyone by replacing lead pipes in buildings and houses, and billions for the first ever national network of electric vehicle charging stations. So if you don't like electric vehicles, well, get ready, because they are about to get mainstream, and it's getting the push from the federal government. The federal government said that by 2030, every government vehicle will be an electric car. No more gas cars. So say hello to Tesla. And Ford just came out with an electric Ford F-150, which didn't look too bad. So we are about to see the finalization of this bipartisan infrastructure bill in the Senate to get passed and then head on over to the House. But we do have some conflict that is coming. Pelosi and Sanders are bracing for what's about to happen in the Senate and the House over Biden's economic agenda. Nancy Pelosi herself has said that she will not bring the bipartisan bill to the floor of the House unless the Senate passes the $3.5 trillion reconciliation package. Now, she's the leader of the House. She can do that. So it doesn't matter if it passes in the Senate. If they don't pass it in the House, then it goes nowhere. But now a new influential congresswoman has made some pretty bold statements. AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, said that there would be more than enough votes to prevent the bipartisan infrastructure bill from passing in the House without the huge $1 trillion reconciliation package. Right now, the Democrats only have a lead of 3 votes in the House. So it's super slim margins, and they need almost every single vote to get this new bill passed. AOC said a very large amount of the Congressional Progressive Caucus in the House would oppose the bipartisan infrastructure package without the reconciliation bill. Now, the total amount is about 90. I am not the whip of the CPC, but what I can tell you is that it's certainly more than 3, and it's in the double digits, absolutely. So basically, no reconciliation bill, no bipartisan bill. AOC said on CNN's State of the Union, it was made very clear at the beginning of this process that this bipartisan deal, if it even survives the Senate, the only chance that it has at the passing the House is if the House passes the Senate bill and if the Senate passes the House bill, which is largely in the reconciliation package. So with Nancy Pelosi tying the bills together, and now AOC is tying the bills together, we see that there will be some massive spending coming through Congress, and it's an all or nothing deal. Both bills will total almost $5 trillion at a total amount of $4.7 trillion right now. That's literally how much national debt we had back in the year 2000. And now we are about to spend that almost that much on top of the $28.5 trillion in debt that we have. Now, Chuck Schumer is pushing for both bills, and Schumer already said that we would see the reconciliation package this week in the Senate. And so with us already being in August and the August recess coming up, from the looks of it, ain't nobody going on vacation. And they may work through their scheduled recess to get these bills passed for the American people. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. Should they take a recess, or should they get these bills passed? So now we head into some student loan forgiveness. So for the longest time, Chuck Schumer has been saying that Biden has the executive authority as president to cancel up to $50,000 in student loans for every federal student loan borrower, not private. And I know a ton of people that are ready for him to do this because they got a ton of student loans. And on average, the monthly student loan repayment is almost $400. So it's a lot. But now Nancy Pelosi, who has been in Congress for a long time, has said that Biden can't do it. But Chuck Schumer says he can. So the big question is, who's right? Pelosi said people think that the President of the United States has the power for debt forgiveness. He does not. He can postpone, he can delay, but he does not have that power, and not everybody realizes it. She said that it has to be an act of Congress. So now, what's going to happen? The biggest lead we have is that she will include some form of student loan cancellation in the huge reconciliation package. By her words, this can be done through Congress, and the federal student loan borrowers can get some forgiveness and relief. What we can see from everyone's words is that if this is included, a figure of $10,000 being forgiven for every federal student loan borrower at the low end, and $50,000 being forgiven for every student loan borrower at the high end. Now, the freeze on the student loans ends on September 30th, and people will have to start making those payments back again. So many top lawmakers are already pushing Biden to extend the pause to at least sometime in 2022, but more people are looking for complete student loan cancellations. Now, both of these leaders have been in Congress for decades, so I want to know, who do you side with and which plan do you prefer? The president getting it done unilaterally through executive action, or getting it done through Congress, where it has to be passed in the Senate, the House, and has to go to Biden's desk for him to sign it? Let me know down in the comments section. But remember, we are True Life Investors, where we build our own financial freedom. And if you want to start investing and have your money start working for you, it's going to take time, it's going to take consistency and hard work, but you can do it and you can reach financial freedom. So the two platforms that I recommend that I use on a daily basis are Webull. You get 2 free stocks with Webull worth up to $1,850, and Robinhood, which I know it's got some bad rap, but it is literally the easiest platform to use that gives you 2 free stocks as well. And this is where you can start building your wealth. I have 2 links down in the description where you can click on them and literally go to the page to sign up and start investing and get you some free stocks, which is literally free money. And then you can start building your wealth from there. Now, I personally invest into the S&P 500. I love this because it's one stock that is comprised of 500 of the largest companies in the stock market that do phenomenal. You can see over this chart, over the past 30 years, they've been doing amazing, and they've made a lot of people a lot of money. And I'm saying, why not you? I have those links down in the description where you can go and learn about them. And if you have any questions, please put them down in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer them. But please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all stimulus and economic news that affects you, and learn how to build some wealth. This is Joel, True Life Investing. Until next time, peace out.